My name's John Stroh. I'm a fitness enthusiast. We're going to be doing a leg workout with the added bonus of birthday squats. So if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button, click the bell to receive notifications. Let's get started with our leg workout. Well, today is not actually their birthday. We did pre-record that, so we will roll those clips right here.
You want to sit around instead?
Get it, bro?
I got it, bro.
So the first warm-up exercise we're going to do is a split squat. So you want to get your back foot raised up on a bench, and you want to focus on using the outside of your quad to do the exercise, to do the movement. Kind of really pushing on the outside of your thigh. And your back knee should go straight down. So when you're doing a squat, you don't want to just fall into the lower position. You want to actually use the muscles in your hips to kind of pull yourself. You know, imagine in your mind you're pulling yourself down. And then using the outside of your thighs, your quadriceps, to press the bar back into a standing position. So the barbell squat is one of those compound movements, really forces your body to activate a lot of different muscle groups, specifically your quads, hamstrings, and your glutes. So one technique that I like to use is, like I said, using my hip muscles, my hip flexors, to actually pull the weight down. So in my mind, I'm focusing on pulling the weight down into the low position. At the bottom, try and give it a pause, and then fire the quads, the outside of the quads, to press the weight into the up position. So this is a modified squat. If you're not able to actually use a bar, use the same idea of pulling your body down using your hip flexors, firing your quads to press back into the up position. You can use a wall or a post at the gym as a guide to help you in case you fall out of balance. You can use that to maintain yourself and stay safe. Otherwise, the bar is the best way to go. Next exercise for today is front barbell squats. There's a couple of ways that I like to hold the bar. The first way is kind of a crossed fashion, resting the bar on the fronts of my deltoids and propping it with my forearms, basically creating a shelf. Holding it on the front of your shoulders when you put on a lot of weight on the sides, it's a little bit more difficult. The other method of holding the bar is probably the more well-known and utilized, is to prop your arms underneath, creating a shelf with your arms in this fashion. Focus on keeping your upper body moving up and down in a straight line. Also using your hip flexors to pull the weight down, and then firing your quads to push it back up into place. For a modified version of the front squat, you can use a kettlebell, holding it in front of you and performing the squat. Basically a kettlebell squat, keeping the body moving in a straight up and down line. So the next exercise is leg extensions. Some of the key principles to remember on this one is you want to press your backside straight down into the chair, your back straight back into the back of the chair, and trying to keep your knees as close together as you can during the movement. Okay, leg extensions are done. Next exercise is Romanian deadlifts, or stiff leg deadlifts. This is a exercise that's focused on using the hamstrings to really execute the exercise. One thing to remember with the Romanian deadlift is when you're in position, you want to force your hips to go in a backwards plane. So with Romanian deadlifts, you want to try and keep your lower body as stable as possible and forcing your hips to go into a backwards motion, so following a backwards plane, if you will. So drive your hips away from the bar as you lower the bar down, and then pull your hips forward without using your upper body to actually raise the weight. So your hips are doing, your hamstrings and your glutes are actually the muscles that are firing to bring that weight back to the top position. For the modified Romanian deadlift, you can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Offset your feet so one leg is doing most of the work. Still the same motion, driving your hips backwards while lowering the weight down, using your glutes and your hamstrings to pull your hips forward, raising the weight to the top position. Make sure you trade sides so both legs get equal amount of exercise. Romanian deadlifts are done. Next exercise is hamstring curls on the hamstring curl machine. This one very similar to the leg extensions. Really want to drive yourself down into the back, really squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings in the contracted position. So for hamstring curls, you want to drive your knees up into that upper pad, or if you're lying, press them down into the pad. Really squeeze on the contraction. If you can hold it for a second, pause it at the top of the contraction, that's ideal. But otherwise, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite hamstring exercises. Outside of the sumo deadlift, which I didn't used to like, but I've actually come to like that one quite a bit. So, but that's not in today's workout. We'll catch that one on the next one. Hamstring curls are done. Next up is everybody's favorite, including mine and Hadley's, ab exercises. Let's get those rolling. Okay, the first ab exercise we're going to do is a static hold. As we can. Ten seconds for now. We'll try and add more seconds on the next one.
For the static hold modified, you can use the dip stand or ab hanging leg raise.
Next exercise is a side bend, focusing on using the side, not holding the weight, to raise your body upright. Use the side without the weight to tighten. Today's workout was a leg day. We had some modified exercises in there to help with a couple of the different techniques for certain exercises. But really what we were going for this time was our birthday squats for our two birthday girls. So I'm super proud of them. They were able to do at least their body weight for the number of reps that their current age now is. So they did quite well. Next year we'll work on getting their form to be a little bit better and improve their strength, see if we can more than double their body weight for their birthday squats. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click on the like button. Make sure you click subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications for future videos. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.